Some of you had literally started questioning the system, threatening the system, that this entire country is going to the dogs. This is not the way to run an exam. Well, let me ask you, what is certain in life? I am going on getting stories of those students or aspirants who folded the question paper within the first half an hour. Kuch nahi ho sakta. Paper is bakwas. I am not going to clear. You're not done a post graduation. You're not upgraded yourself or upskilled yourself. You're not done anything. You're just surrounded yourself with books. No friends, no hanging outs, nothing. You are even scared to laugh loudly because agar Bhagwan ko gussa na aaye, and what if I don't clear? UPSC 2027. Now that the prelims of 2026 is done, and most of you, after seeing the question paper, would have got flabbergasted, would have felt really worried. Some of you had literally started questioning the system, threatening the system, that this entire country is going to the dogs. This is not the way to run an exam. Well, let me ask you, what is certain in life? Has life ever gone according to what you thought? As per any syllabus that you thought this is how life is going to happen? If that is how your life has turned out to be so far, then it only means one thing: you're still too young. Life has not thrown its googlies at you till now. I am 38 years old, and I can tell you, vouch for the fact that never anything will go according to whatever you plan. You can prepare. You can prepare yourself for it mentally, physically. You can be ready and not react to situations, rather respond to them, which is something that you should have learned by now after seeing the UPSC paper. Rather than reacting to the paper, oh my God, this is not what I know. This did not come. This I did not study. Because today, literally, a student had asked me, sir, why should I invest my time on polity again? Why should I invest? Polity and governance, now what is its importance anyway? What is its relevance? Only 3 questions came. From 2016, if you analyze the paper of UPSC, 2016, mark my words, you will see that what was the trend in 16 was not what came in 17. 16 actually had a plethora of current affair based questions. 17 did not have that. Hardly some 10 questions came. 18 was a totally different paper from 16 and 17. So what is it that UPSC is demanding? UPSC is asking. People keep asking that question. What does UPSC want? Chahte kya ho? UPSC only want those people who will not buckle up in pressure. When something totally is new given to them, they will immediately adapt to it. That is the reason. I am going on getting stories of those students or aspirants who folded the question paper within the first half an hour. Nothing will, kuch nahi ho sakta. Paper is bakwas. I am not going to clear. They didn't even bother to read the entire 100 questions. Another set who managed to read the entire 100 questions, they basically decided, no, I'm not going to clear. They didn't even bother to go and give CSAT paper. One of them told me he had scored 85, but he never wrote the CSAT paper thinking that he is not going to clear. Are you able to see the commonality between all of them? Moody, desperate, mercurial, very judgmental. There is this old movie dialogue, it ain't over until it's over. You fight till your last. You won't give away your position until the results are out. But just because the paper is not according to what you prepared, you came to the grand conclusion that, oh my God, this paper is no more good. I've been telling you repeatedly, you have to be mains ready. You have to be mains ready if you are going for your prelims. And that got cemented this year. You should have completed your ethics paper. You should have actually been ready for those questions that came. No doubt about it. And those ethics based questions, they were not so difficult to answer either. They were pretty much straightforward. But if all of this is the case, then why is it that majority are feeling so disheartened? They are feeling so dejected, as if they have lost all hope in life. We are going on seeing Instagram reels everywhere. Most people packing their bags from Old Rajendra Nagar, Karol Bagh, and other centers. Basically, my 6 years with UPSC is over. My 7 years with UPSC is over. My 8 years with UPSC is over. Well, why did it create so much of trouble for so many people? Is this thing called job. Has anybody ever told you that when you prepare for a competitive exam, you should not be financially independent? If somebody has told you that, they are the reason why you felt that much of stress in the exam hall. Because rather than thinking about how to answer the questions that were asked there, you were basically looking at a future which was very bleak. Why bleak? Because your only hope of getting a job was through this exam, which has a success rate of less than 1%. And you suddenly saw, after seeing the question paper, that you are going to be part of the 99 percentage. The 99 percentage. So now you're worried, oh my God, what will I do? How will I face my parents? Because that is the other part of the story. You don't have a job for 4 5 years after completing your graduation. Forget facing the society. The $1 million question is how to face parents, how to answer their questions, which they would have taken from the taunts of their siblings. Correct? Your auntie, your uncle, your chacha, chachi, mosi, whatever. They are all nothing but your parents, brothers, sisters, in laws, whatever they are. Whatever questions were asked by those stupid relatives, your parents will take up those same questions and ask you, and will ask you. And what will they say? And even when you say, nahi, the question paper was very tough, sabke liye tough the, etc., etc., your parents are only going to come with one conclusion. तुमने ठीक से पढ़ा नहीं. You didn't study well. You didn't put hard work. 1 साल पढ़ने के बाद भी 50 क्वेश्चन भी आंसर नहीं कर पाए. 50 क्वेश्चन. That is how they will ask. What will you answer for that? In fact, no matter what you answer, do you think they are going to be satisfied with it? They only want one thing from you, which is to clear this exam. Because according to them, they have invested. You have invested your time. You have let go of all job opportunities. You are either staying in Delhi or you're staying in some other center. Or if you're staying at your home, also, it is the same thing. You're not done a post graduation. You're not upgraded yourself or upskilled yourself. You're not done anything. You're just surrounded yourself with books. No friends, no hanging outs, nothing. You are even scared to laugh loudly because agar Bhagwan ko gussa na aaye, and what if I don't clear? Oh yeah, I have seen people thinking to that level. What if God sees that I'm laughing so much and God decides to punish me? The mental stress that an aspirant takes during this journey by thinking in these lines is immense. And at the end of it all, you don't have a job, you don't have any skills, you have given some 6 years, and then you see the 2026 paper. Obviously, it will look as if the world has come to an end. People will blame the system, people will blame the society, people will blame the family. I mean, an aspirant will literally blame everything out there other than blaming themselves, which is, why the hell didn't you apply for a job? Why? Why the hell didn't you give any other government exam after you knew that your first attempt you're not going to clear? Why? I have been telling this for many years. At least in the last 4 5 years, I've been very vocal about this. That if you're planning to enter into UPSC preparation, either you should be very rich. It is important. You should be very rich to the point where your parents can fund your higher education afterwards. So one of my students, she is actually going to Netherlands to continue her higher studies. She can do that. Parents, both of them are working, professionals they are, and they have literally seen how their daughter has prepared for this exam. They are completely supportive. They are like, it's okay, move on. Do you have the money? If you ask me, do I have the money to fund an education abroad? Absolutely not. That with the current dollar rate, euro rate, it is going to be next close to impossible. So, what are the other things that we can do to fund ourselves? A girl here in Bangalore, Chandra Layout, she runs a small food stall. She studies during the day. Evening, she comes and runs that small food stall selling food. 2 3 hours, whatever, because it's all home cooked. There's huge rush there for her food. Once it gets over, she goes back. I have seen many comments under my videos where people have said, no, the payment is very less. Tuition, if we have to take, then we'll have to run. They won't pay the money properly. Payment is very less. They won't pay the money properly. But some money don't you get at the end of the day? Some money, some income. And that some income is better than having no income at all. Understand that very clearly. Parents will not like it. Parents will, as usual, say, no, 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 tu AI ka mat kar. Don't do that. That is such a low level job. Because Indian parents are no less. They have already decided which job is a good job, which job is a bad job. If you say pani puri or if you're going to sell samosa, they won't like it. But what if that pani puri or that samosa business ends up becoming a 10 crore or 20 crore business? That time they will say, हमने बस तेरे भलाई के लिए कहा. Hypocrisy at its best. Hypocrisy का भी कोई तो सीमा होना चाहिए. Like they say, there is no limit to the hypocrisy of Indian parents. I am not actually demeaning or uh, belittling them. But this is where you learn all this. IAS means aha. Pani puri means oho. I mean, who said that? Who actually created all this? I'm not telling each one of you to now go start making chai, go start making samosa. That's not my point. Understand very clearly. I am telling you only one simple thing. If you are not earning your own money, then you have not experienced what independence is. It is as simple as that. You go to the exam hall with the mindset that if I don't get this, what will I do? What will I do? With this hyperventilation, if you're going into the exam hall, how the hell are you expecting to clear it? When you know it more than anyone else that on that day of the exam, for that 2 hours, you have to be at your sharpest best. And if you're not, how are you expecting to clear it? And like I told earlier, you are not actually worried about your failure. Trust me. Majority of you are actually worried about how the hell are you going to face your parents. Because from my experience, what I've seen is aspirants still, they will take it. Okay, इस बार गया, अगले आगे क्या करना है, they are still ready to move on. Parents won't allow you to move on. They'll pull you back. They want to repeat the same thing again and again and again and again and again. बार बार वही चीज कहते जाओ till the point where you feel frustrated and you feel like everything is over. I don't have anybody in this world. ना मेरा दोस्त मुझे समझ रहा है, ना मेरा गर्लफ्रेंड मुझे समझ रहा है, ना मेरा पेरेंट्स मुझे समझ रहा है. You will really feel everything is gone. Do you think that that realization will help you to prepare? Absolutely not. None of this is going to help you anywhere. That is why I'm telling you again and again and again. Start with this. If you have already somebody who have given your first attempt is over, if this first attempt, when I say it was first serious attempt, was in 2026, start with this. No matter how supportive your parents are, get into a job. Well, this is an exception. Exceptionally rich family you are from. Single daughter or single son, they are ready to support you, full-fledged, etc. Full packages waiting for you abroad, then fine. Don't worry about a job. But for the rest of you, from lower middle class, upper middle class family, at the minimum, start some business. Get your friends together. First attempt is over. Material is not changing. Content is not changing. At PW, most of us faculties are available in Instagram, Telegram, and many other social media platforms. Even if you want to revise something also, just join any one of the test series out there. Get the portions revised. More than that, what else do you need? And when you are in a job, you can apply for any test series, any crash course, any material, any content. You don't have to ask your family for that. But they will constantly remind you, इतना खर्च हुआ तेरे लिए, तूने क्या किया? You don't have to reveal it to them. The days of actually sitting with UPSC from morning till evening, it is literally over. I'm telling you. You want to crack, get into a job. Otherwise, if you still know we want to do only UPSC, you're so interested in UPSC, I would suggest you from college, first year, you start your journey. First year of your college, start your journey. Today, I met a very interesting candidate. He's going to give his attempt in 2028. BTech second year he is in. Okay. Already, he has completed the PYQs of mains from 2013 onwards. With a smile, he told me, sir, I have 6 handwritten answer books, big answer books of all the GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, optional essay ethics. Optional and essay. Entire thing is done. What should I do for my further revision? Even I ended up having a smile on my face. I was like, this is beautiful. Every faculty's dream to get a student like that, where they have literally done everything that is necessary. So I told him, okay, do one thing. You join the Srijans program. I know it is too early, but I still suggested him take up the Srijans program. You will get an idea about the question paper pattern. You will get an idea about how the evaluation is being done, what is expected. They will give you the right feedback. They will mold you better. But the point, dear people, this is the way to do it. Other than that, there is no other way. Only UPSC I will do from morning till evening, and for the next 4 or 5 years of my life, never ever do that. For your first attempt, you take a year drop, you decide not to go for any job, fine. I have no issues with it. Because first attempt is the best attempt. But in case you don't clear, move on. Keep UPSC on a parallel track. Attempt every other government exam. Don't miss out anything. Don't skip anything. Try to get into a private job meanwhile, or take tuitions. Do something where you are earning. It's very, very, very important. Without that, it is not going to be easy. Not that I want to promote, but yes, from first year onwards, we do have batches called Prarambh in Hindi as well as in English. From first year, if you're talking about, because some of you at least would have thought from first year which course it is. This is what I would recommend. Clear? Otherwise, also, you're free to join any other academy of your choice. At PW, we have no hard and fast rule that you should only study with us. Where you are comfortable, go ahead. No issues. But if you're planning for a 3-year journey, this is what I would suggest. For 2 years, we have Pinnacle. For 1 year, we have Titan. You can visit the PWLI's website for better details. But whatever it is, don't forget this. Because if you are not financially independent, it won't be easy for you at all. God bless you all. Take care.